If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all, man? Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the GMS show. Welcome back. How y'all feeling? You know, we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. But we do have to start it off with a somber note. Kick the music. Listen, man, first and foremost, we have to say RIP to a legend, an icon, the queen of rock and roll. Rest in paradise to Miss Tina Turner, who has just passed away at the age of 83. She passed away in her home in Switzerland. She moved out to London years ago with her new man, a music executive. I forgot his name was something Bach. I think it was Edward or something like that. Either way, she went on to live an iconic life as she should. So rest in peace to Miss Tina Turner. Legendary. Paved the way for a lot of people. Inspired a lot of people. Got to show love, man, to our fallen legends, man. She lived a long, iconic life, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to my GMS fan. Make sure you tap into the live chat, man. Let me know you are tuning in. Shout out where you are from. Shout out your city. What's going on, King Lukey? We got Arius in the building. CDT Beats. Robert Thomas is in the building. Where my GMS fam at? We got some things to talk about today. I hope y'all stick around to enjoy. Now, we got a couple topics to talk about today. Quite a couple topics to talk about, but I want to make sure we get through one of the main things that I've been wanting to talk about for the past couple days, but I felt like it was going to keep going, so I just kind of left it alone until things calmed down, which I guess, you know, since the two aren't actually talking about each other anymore, I don't see no post on Instagram from the boss, Ricky Ross, and I didn't hear nothing from DJ Envy today. Actually, I don't think DJ Envy was even at the Breakfast Club today. Maybe not, or maybe he just wasn't a part of the conversation. But if you don't know, what up, Vel? What up, Monica? What up, King? DJ Envy and Rick Ross have been going back and forth over what started out as an argument, not even an argument, but just a battle of who's got the best car show type shit. Now, leave it to Noriega, leave it to the Drink Champs The ones that said they never be messy and they not here for controversy and they not here for the gossip and all the other shit, to bait a black man into going at another black man when they both are being successful in the lanes that they in, just to cause a rift between the two. Now, we know in the culture, man, a lot of people are very competitive. People's egos get in the way, and nobody can really ever keep it at a competition level of what they're actually talking about. Like, they couldn't keep it at car shows. They had to take it a step further. But before we show you how far it got, this is where it originated from. I need y'all to listen to this. This is what Ross said in the beginning. This is what sparked the flame between DJ Envy and Rick Ross. Listen here.
This is not one of those car shows where you come and if you win, they give you the $50 plastic trophy and you go home. No. This is where you get the network, really boss up the chains and the keys that I'm giving you. This is damn near 6 figures that I'm gonna put.
Oh, so someone wins a prize?
Yeah.
Oh, the car.
Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't you and Envy battling at one point?
Nah, Envy was never on my level of battle.
He's battling.
No.
Rick Ross might be having some problems with his car show.
You can't wait to report this.
This was the reply from Envy.
Go ahead.
Rick Ross might be having some problems with his car show at his crib in Fayetteville County, Georgia. It seems like the car show has been denied permits to actually have the show.
Who you called yesterday, Envy? Who you called? Who you called? Tell the truth. Who you called?
Now, they're reporting that, the neighbors were pretty upset because they said there was a lot of traffic brought to the area last year, and they said it brought the traffic to a complete standstill.
I can see you eating the banana top. I don't like this. I'm going to drop a dime on this.
It did. I stole the street from Rick Ross.
You do it
every year?
I do 4 years.
Oh.
So I do Memphis this year. I'm doing Houston. We're doing Atlanta, and we're doing New York.
Oh, so you do it like 4 times?
That's right.
Oh, so you kind of okay,
Go
Ross.
ahead, say it. I'm on a
okay,
bigger level.
Ross.
Say it.
I mean, he doing it 4 times.
Talk that talk, Erica Duchess.
Ross,
Talk that talk.
I mean, y'all might not be on the same level.
Drop that bomb. Tell it again.
4 times a year.
Drop a bomb.
Now, if y'all don't know, that stemmed from the earlier shit that happened with them. But see, Ross, he didn't let it go. Ross took to his Instagram to continue to go at DJ Envy after he was going to the radio station to talk his shit. Listen to what Ross had to say while staring at his ginormous pool in his backyard of his mansion. Listen to this.
DJ Envy, you just gave me a good idea. I just told the people was coming to clean up my pool to hold on. Because I said Envy and his 7 sons could come over here. Y'all could handle this pool for the pool party July 2nd. And Envy, out of respect and love for you, that part of the pool, I'm saving that just for your girlfriend and the baddies. The little baddies. DJ Envious, you just started a pool cleaning service. Because you got a job. You work. That's how I'm kind of confused. You talking to a boss and you got a job that you got to report to. Don't get fired by that white man. And I'm inviting Ebro to the car show and the pool party. Ebro, come on over, man. Let's have a good time. It's all fun and joy, but that's serious. Your girlfriend, Envy, she right there, and I need you and your sons. I told the cleanup crew, wait.
Now,
DJ,
although you may think that's tipping the line, it's like, all right, Ross, you saying that, you doing that, okay, all right, they playing in the playing field, they saying what they got to say, they doing what they got to do. But Ross didn't stop there. He kept going on his Instagram. DJ Envious, Beige Boy, it's the boss, Ricky Ross. I want all your children cleaning my pool, and after they get done cleaning my pool, I want them to go dance to the Huckabuck. I want them to go dance to the Huckabuck dressed as Elmer Fudd and motherfucking Bugs Bunny. And I want them niggas to dance. I want them to dance, Envy. Now, Envy didn't like that because Envy, after seeing Rick Ross's tirade on Instagram, bringing up his children, bringing up his girl. He said, you know what? Let me go a step further. So he went to Party City. He bought himself a policeman's outfit. And he showed up to the Breakfast Club to say this, which I cannot play because then they'll try to block my channel. So I'll just go ahead and block it right there.
So if you don't know what's going on, Ross, he got a little upset over the weekend because I said he Airbnbs his crib, which is true. That's what he does. Coming to America, they Airbnb'd his crib.
Yes.
It's
And
not an Airbnb.
Eddie Murphy man-milked all on his bed, you
Yes.
know. But he has a boss, too.
Man-milked?
John Venata is his boss.
Who's John Venata?
You know, as funny as this was, I still don't understand why DJ Envy was saying man milk. Like, I know what he's saying, but the choice of words, like you couldn't say splooge, you couldn't say busted everywhere. You said man milked.
That's the Miami warden, the correctional facility warden. That is his
gotta
boss.
stop. You
No,
gotta
that is
stop.
the
You
truth. That
gotta
is
stop.
the
Oh,
truth.
that's Rick
You gotta
Ross'
stop.
boss.
That's Rick
You
Ross'
gotta
boss.
stop.
Rick Ross
Oh
still
my
gets a
God.
pension
You're going too far.
from the corrections. He
You
does,
gotta stop.
absolutely. He still gets a
Charlamagne, shut
pension.
up. Go ahead.
So now let me get in the character.
You started off as a football player. They kicked you off the team because you would stand by the showers and watch the boys take a shower.
Jumping jacks.
Then you moved to corrections. And what did you do? You watched the boys take a shower.
Oh my God.
That's what you did. You said another boy, so you wanted another one. And then another one. And then another one.
Shut up,
You
Jackson.
think I'm Big Mitch?
No, your officer, Ricky.
I think I'm Larry Hoover.
No, your officer, Ricky. I do want to congratulate him on a serious note. His daughter just had a baby, so he's now a grandfather. So drop a bomb for Grandpa Rose.
Doing too much, too old. to be doing.
Listen, man. You don't mess with the beige rage. You don't mess with the beige rage. When the beige rage comes for you, hold on, let me blow this picture up, man. Let me blow this picture up so y'all see. Don't let the smile fool you. The beige rage is in effect. It's DJ Envy. Envy. Drop the bomb, nigga. Now listen, DJ Envy did not stop there. He continued to berate the biggest boss, and this is what he said.
Doing it.
Jess.
You now get, 55 years old. You're a grandfather. You get discounts at IHOP now. And now, we said on Friday that
Free before 12 with high cholesterol. Free before 12 with diabetes. Free before 12 with gout.
Envy.
Now all grandfathers,
Envy.
free before 12.
Envy.
Law enforcement, free before 12. Correction officers,
Envy.
free before 12.
This started about car shows.
it did,
bro.
and he turned left.
Why?
He turned left. I don't know why he went left. So
No,
he
no.
left.
Why is this happening? Why?
I really don't know, but
It's
he went
about
left,
car
so I
shows,
can go
bro.
left as well.
That's all right.
But and that is your rumor report. Now, we both civilians. We have a lot in common. My father's a police officer. He's with police officers. He's no difference between him and 6ix9ine. Him and 6ix9ine are the complete
You do
same.
look like a New
Follow.
York cop now. You do
Yeah.
look like you can pull it off.
Him
son.
and 6ix9ine are the complete same. They both work with law enforcement. Now, I'm really surprised that this industry has never checked him or never talked about his correction officer status.
They have.
Uh-huh,
What are you
they
talking
have.
about?
I
No,
think-
everybody let it slide. He was a correction officer. You know what you have to be
So
to be a
what?
correction officer?
You just need a
What's it gonna
job.
be?
But it's not a so what. You can't talk about rap and all the keys that you push and everything that you did
Right.
when you like.
I know the real Noriega.
And then I think I'm big,
You locked him
Jess,
up.
shut up.
Charlamagne, first of all, Charlamagne acting like a bitch. This is a
DJ
motherfucker that you work with.
Envious.
This is a motherfucker that you listen.
Envious.
Before I play this, envious. Before I play this this video, man, listen to me. Ross is a comedian. All right. First and foremost, this man is a comedian. You just go to his fucking Instagram, you'll see that this man is he just throws jokes out there. But what I have a problem with Charlamagne is because Charlamagne is not a loyal friend. He's not a loyal guy. All right. Charlamagne is a what's your status type guy. If you cool enough, if you rich enough, if you famous enough, he will play the fucking fence. Now, let me play this because after that episode of him dressed as a police officer, Ross went to his Instagram again to do this.
DJ Envious.
What up, Avenue? What up, Will?
Envious.
What
I
up,
know you
Chris?
still at work on the Charlamagne Breakfast Show. But when you get off work, envious, this is swimming pool number 2. And guess what I want this time? I want you and your boys to come out, and I want you to set up a DJ booth, and I want your boys to break dance all over here. And I want them to break dance to the Beastie Boys, License to Ill, Brass Monkeys. That's what we gonna call you. DJ Envious, AKA
Envious.
Brass Monkey.
Huh. It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rouse. DJ Envious. I want your children. They can't use a pool net. I want them to use a fishing bowl net. You know, for little fish, for goldfish, they gotta use the little net to clean my pool. Yeah, you gotta dress them up like Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny, and they gotta clean my pool with the little fishing net, not the big one. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta have them dance in the corner to Shania Twain. Only the biggest boss, Ricky Ross, can make somebody else's children dance in the corner to Shania Twain dressed as Looney Tune characters.
It's swimming pool number 2, Envious. And I didn't get mine like you got yours. I didn't sue because somebody attacked my daughter.
Envious.
You sue. We hustle.
Now, for those that don't know what he was mentioning right there, that is the reference to the time that DJ Envy sued a man by the name of Star. If you don't know who Star is the star of the Star Report. And he's a very outspoken individual. And when Star was on a particular radio station, he made some very disparaging comments about DJ Envy's daughter. And it resulted in a lawsuit that I believe DJ Envy won. Now, I don't know how much money he won from that lawsuit, but that is what Rick Ross is talking about. Let's keep going.
But envious. I'm like a Walt Disney of Florida, but look, after y'all clean this pool, Envious, look, your boys, man, they get to slide down. Man, look at the palm trees. Look at the sun, man, the clouds, the alkaline water.
Yeah.
Come on, Envious. I'm going to let your son stand at the top for once. I'm going to let him be at the top. They get to look down on, you know?
Now, some people say this is when he started to go too far, but I disagree. I highly disagree. I think it was still at that point, even though it was like, yeah, we can go left. We talk about your kids, but he not saying your kids ugly. He not saying fuck them kids. He not saying, oh, your kids is weak. He just saying, hey, I'll give them jobs. I'll employ them, you know, all your kids. Everybody know DJ Envy got a lot of kids. You know, I wouldn't take it too much to heart. I'll be like, oh, this nigga trying to go for the kids. Okay, well, I can go for the kids too. I could be like, hey, you're a grandpappy now. Your daughter just had a kid, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we keep it there. But Ricky Rose did not keep it there. Rick Ross decided to go after his wife, Gia Casey, and did not address her as his wife, but instead his girlfriend. Listen to this.
It's the biggest boss, June 3rd. I'm providing jobs. DJ Envious, I got a job for your girlfriend. It's a one-time opportunity. Your girlfriend has the opportunity to be my pickleball paddle polisher. My pickleball paddle polisher. You hear me?
Uh-oh.
Let her know why they cleaning the pools.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no. Oh, no. And you know the beige rage don't play about his wife. If you recall, Jesus and Mero. Now, here's the interesting part, because a lot of people have been asking this question if he's going to keep that same energy for Ross. Like, of course he's been keeping the same energy. You seen him he came on the show. He talked his shit. He talked about somebody man milking on his bed. He talked about all this other shit. He talked about, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Aaron beat the crib. He showed up as a cop. He talked about him being the corrections officer. But if you recall, Desus and Mero made a joke about DJ Envy's wife that wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. But Envy lost it. He lost his beige mind. Now let's see what happens with his energy with the biggest boss, Ricky Ross, apparently. Now, let me be clear. I do not agree with what Rick Ross is doing, all right? I don't agree with this. I do believe that he's taking it too far. But I also believe that he does not give a shit. And I also want to see how fast somebody can say pickleball paddle polisher in a matter of 10 seconds.
Enjoy your day.
But wait,
Now, I
there's
know
more.
this ain't in DJ Envy book. I might help you sell some books, but your girlfriend faked the orgasm for 2 decades?
Yeesh.
Oh, she needs a motherfucking paddle.
Oh my God. No.
Books, but your girlfriend faked the orgasm for 2 decades? Oh, she needs a motherfucking paddle. Tell her I got her. She can't fake with the biggest boss. Yeah.
Lord D have mercy. Now this is where the line has been drawn. Because if you recall, Mr. DJ Envy was going viral sometime last year because him and his wife were promoting a book that they had together. And in that book, his wife confessed to faking orgasms for a very long time because DJ Envy apparently didn't know how to put it down. Now, a lot of the conversation surrounding that was not because of the fact that she was faking, it was why she allowed herself to fake it for so long. Then you go back to the shit that Desus and Mero said. And then you kind of think about the things that has happened in their relationship and why she stuck around. You got to ask yourself. But then you ask yourself this, how long they've been together. She didn't just come around when he became DJ Envy. Y'all got to understand too that some people may actually love each other. You know what I'm saying? Some people may actually be willing to stick it out. But this is the shit that happens when you guys put your life out there for the public. This is another reason why I don't advocate for motherfuckers to just put their life out there to people, because this is the type of shit that can happen. Once you start going back and forth with somebody, these are the things that they can use against you and rehash all this shit and make a moment that was supposed to be a learning moment or an encouraging moment or something to teach another couple or to try to encourage people turn into a moment of making you look like a weak motherfucker. I wish they never put that shit out there to the public. That was crazy. I'm gonna be honest. That was crazy. But nonetheless, Rick Ross used it to his advantage. And since then, I have not heard anything from DJ Envy or Rick Ross. Both of them have car shows coming up. Rick Ross being on the 3rd and DJ Envy's being very soon as well. I think on the 13th or 14th or something like that. Something like that. I will say this, though. It is disappointing that people can't just keep things to the entity that they're trying to compete with, aka the car shows that these niggas is doing. Like, it's something about the culture where we can't keep things in a friendly, competitive way. Even if we get chippy and talk some shit, the fact that we know, you know, where we coming from, and at the end of the day, it's gonna help both of us in the stuff that we got going on. You know what I mean? You should think smarter than that. In my opinion, I think they should think smarter than that, especially two clearly good businessmen. They both know how to conduct business very well. You know, I think it just is very weak on both their parts to allow it to get to this state. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking Rick Ross and DJ Envy. First of all, that's a weird beef to begin with. Second of all, it's over car shows. Third of all, nothing is going to happen from this. And if it did, it's going to be another weird instance. Like, imagine you hear oh, DJ Envy was at was somewhere DJing and Rick Ross showed up and shit went left. Like, that sounds crazy. Like, it sounds stupid. I just don't want it to get to that point, man. And one thing I do want to say, and let me get back to Charlemagne because I need y'all to hear what I got to say. I'm not trying to end this on DJ Envious and Ricky Rose, the fat Homo sapien. I want to say Charlemagne is a horrible friend. And he plays both sides, and you can never guess what Charlemagne is going to do or how he's going to play his position. And he got called out by a Mrs. Jess Hilarious, who we're going to get to in a little bit. He got called out by Jess Hilarious during the Breakfast Club today because Fat Joe had a problem with what was going on between DJ Envy and Rick Ross. And they responded to that. Listen to this.
Don't like what's going on with Rick Ross and DJ Envy. Don't like it. I love them both. Beautiful men, in their own right, successful, do they thing. I don't like where it's going. I know I've had my share of beefing with people worthy. You know what I'm saying? But don't like it because they both beautiful, beautiful people.
Now, how come when I say it, I gotta pick a side?
Nah.
When I say that, I gotta pick a side.
Because you've been known to instigate
This is
and
not
just
true.
yes, it is. You've been known to create beef and all of that, and it's kind of biased because you are on the show with Envy.
That's my
You
brother.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know, but
Love
you be
Envy.
texting Rick Ross on the side.
It wasn't on the side.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ross been hitting me all weekend. He been tagging me and
Pause,
everything.
pause, relax.
Pause.
It's not-
He was
no.
tagging me all weekend, and he told me he was gonna paint his Chevy half beige.
And you was like, yes.
I did
So
not
look,
say
I'm not
no
trying to hear
yes.
that. I'm not trying to hear
Damn.
that. But
Now imagine you got a homie you've been working with, you consider your brother. Now this isn't just a working relationship between DJ Envy and Charlemagne. You heard what Charlemagne said. That's his brother. That's somebody who he considers his family. That's his brother. Don't ever in your life, if you consider me a brother, don't ever in your fucking life tell me why do I have to choose sides. Now, I get it if it was me into it with somebody else who you're a mutual friend of, like somebody who you're actually close with, not an industry friend, not an industry motherfucker that you just, I like Rick Ross's music and I like the fact that I can have a working relationship with this guy because if I need an interview, if I need an appearance, or if I need him to do something for me, then I know I have access to him. Not that type of relationship. I'm talking about somebody you worked with for over a decade and actually been close with and actually been on vacations with, actually been around their families. They kids call you Uncle Charlemagne. Your kids call him Uncle fucking Envy. Don't ever in your life contemplate whether or not to choose sides in an instance like that. That's all I'm saying. Charlemagne is a weak nigga for that. Now, like I said, we're going to get to Just Hilarious in a second because something happened with Just Hilarious and DJ Academics. Now, DJ Academics got called out by Just while he was on, or while she was on The Breakfast Club. They were talking about the interview that DJ Academics had with Lil Durk. And just so happened to call him a bitch. She says she thinks that DJ Academics is a bitch, and she gave the reason why she thinks he's a bitch. And this, was DJ Academics' response. Listen to this.
Okay, let's get this bitch back on here. Yo, Just Hilarious, man, watch your fucking mouth, okay? Number one, you're filling in for this Angela Yee rumor report slot. And bitch, you the one who picked up my video. How the f*** is you giving commentary about what I'm asking when you the one giving it more light on a nationally syndicated radio show? Of course you gonna think I'm a bitch. Because of course you one of the manliest looking bitches out of everybody, whether out of all these social media commentators or influencers, whatever the f*** fuck you are. Actually, I think you're supposed to be a comedian, except you the only comedian nobody knows none of your jokes. Not one joke. Everybody done roasted you for being unfunny. Corey Holcomb put his foot in your chest. That lopsided wig can't save you. We see your real hair too. Bitch, your shit look like Kevin Durant, all that taco meat on top of your head. You can't really talk about nobody, girl. You got to get them jokes right. You've been struggling. There's a reason why you trying to read the rumor report. On the Shade Room and on my page, taking videos of them, be like, oh, well, this is going on with Gunna. I don't know if you sucking Gunna's dick or some other person's. You defending wild amount of shit. You getting at me. Bitch, don't kill a messenger, man. Y'all never seen her real hair? I'm gonna show y'all her real hair, bro. That shit look like pubic hair, gang. I swear. I swear. I don't know who she really talking to. Face strong as Joanna, man. Nostrils big as the Lincoln Tunnel. I gotta show you this bitch, bro. I can't believe this hoe trying to play with me. I don't know who she is. Bitch, you trying to be the Angela. Hold on, I got you. You see this bitch,
Oh,
bro?
Lord.
This is the type of hoe who's trying to talk about me? How you a bitch and you got the Batman sign on your head, man? Come on, stop playing, man. You got the McDonald's logo. Yeah, I know the McDonald's logo, so don't try to come back with some fat jokes, because I think you got your body done too. And I think Country Wayne used to be sucking on Country Wayne's before he dumped your bitch ass and went right back to his wife or some shit like that. So you really don't got much room to talk.
Yikes. Academics then went on to actually play a clip from the 5150 show of Corey talking about Jess, just for his audience to hear Corey go in on Jess, which was very wild to see. I've never seen DJ Academics turn on a 5150 show, but that had to be a good look. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a little bit of a younger crowd that goes over to the 5150 show after they see that clip, because the clip is already almost at like 100,000 views right now. It was even longer than this. He said way more. The entire clip is like 15 minutes. This is only 3 minutes. Not even. This is like 2 minutes of his rant. You know what I'm saying? This dude went ridiculous. But it was warranted. She went out of her way to call him a bitch. And this is the one thing that has been the topic of conversation for a minute, is the retaliation always being the bigger problem than the initial statement. And in regard to a female saying something to a man, and then the man reacting or responding to it, people be like, oh, that's a woman, you can't do that, or you only doing it because it's a woman. What do y'all think men are supposed to do when people have a platform and say certain things? You supposed to let it go because it's a woman? I'm not saying get physical. Being physical with a woman over saying some shit is not in the realm of this conversation right now. We're not talking about that. Let's be realistic in the fact that if somebody says something about you, you have all the right to say something back. And if this woman called him a bitch, I do not want to hear anybody mad about Academics calling her a bitch back. You do not have the right to get mad at that. She started it first, but it's going to be very interesting because, see, in the realm of 5150, just can't win that argument. 5150 is too cold based. It's too much. It's just too much. That's probably why she doesn't go back and forth in the first place. But when it comes to Academics and that being a younger crowd and they can go back and forth with the social media fan base type shit, she might just respond. But who knows? We'll see. She still act a little hood and a little street. She may want to get Academics touch for saying all this shit he said. But at the end of the day, you started it. He just responded. So it was very interesting to see where that's going to go. But on the topic of this conversation, speaking of 5150 and Corey speaking on Just Hilarious, he brought up something on the show early on about, him once again getting called or people reaching out to him about things that he says and how, and I'm pretty sure, like I said before, I think he's getting more calls or more people are approaching him for the things that he's saying than before, because his show has gotten more traction and more of his clips have been going viral over the past couple years with things that he's been saying on 5150 show. And trying to pass it off as just jokes or trying to pass it off as something that's not malicious or anything like that, to me, is acting scary. Because the tone and the way you say things, what you say, it all plays a part in what you mean or how you mean what you said. So, for instance, with the Steve Harvey shit, if you're going at Steve Harvey, it's one thing. But just like we seen with the Ross shit, once you start talking about somebody's family or you talk about their wife or their kids, you take it to another level, to the point where a lot of people don't want to go back and forth with you. You don't mention my wife, you called her a bitch, you called her this and all that type of shit. I don't want to back and forth with you. Now I want to come see you. And it's something about motherfuckers like that who will go at people's family because they feel like nothing is off limits, or they feel like they are untouchable, or feel like they got the upper hand so they can say or do what they want to do until repercussions hit them in whatever way, whether it be physical, whether it be mental, on social, it don't matter. I think at this point, if you are going to cop please and not stand on the things that you're saying about people because you are either afraid of the backlash or actually don't mean it, then don't say it. It's just as simple as that. I think escaping accountability for the things that you say doesn't make you look like the man you are presenting yourself to be to the people that follow you. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, there was a good conversation that came out of the 5150 show regarding the people you keep around you. And Craig and Corey decided to give Marcus some game, seeing as he is somebody from the South and has a different mentality than somebody who has lived in California most their life or their whole life. Giving Craig, people are different in different places, in different, what do you call it? Demographics. It's different demographics. It's different type of people in different places around the world, around the country. This is the conversation that they had, and I want y'all to hear this for yourself. Listen up.
You know, and I hate when people tell you, I know how you feel about this now. Well, when people tell you somebody said something, but they won't tell you who the person said it.
Mm-hmm. They said you was my minion.
They said, motherfucker said that I was the gatekeeper to you, and I be blocking niggas from talking. And I said, what?
And these are men.
This was up. This was the most up thing.
They said I don't introduce you to introduce people to you.
This is the most up thing that can happen from what you just said right there. If you still with them, because you with niggas that you know hate us, Marcus. Oh. That's one thing I noticed about you. Not only do you with them, you have them up under you. But I know you younger than me, so I'm like, he don't know.
What do you mean by up under? Because when you say up under you, I don't be having nobody up under me, but...
My nigga, listen. Haters. I'm talking about vicious, wicked men have sat on your couch, my nigga. Trust me, I noticed that. I be like, the f*** is that nigga over there for? Yeah. And I know you ain't dumb.
Yeah. Now, can somebody help me out? I don't know who in here watches mainstream, but I'm having a little bit of trouble finding out or figuring out who are the vicious and wicked individuals that sat down on Marcus's couch that he talked to during mainstream. I gotta know. I have to know. I went down the list. I was looking at some people, but I was like, I haven't heard nothing crazy about these people. Who are the vicious and wicked individuals he speaks of?
It's just, you don't know. You think because you ain't no punk that it's cool.
Right.
You think, this nigga can't whoop my ass. No, they don't whoop your ass like that. They whoop your ass in other ways.
Well, after a while, you gonna have enough, and you gonna be like, you niggas can't be up under me in no way.
Well, some people don't have enough to realize that yet. Meaning, like, you got a little bit of what some people want, but imagine when it's a lot.
But I only give so much.
I'm gonna show you an email that somebody sent to somebody I was doing business with.
This was crazy.
In the email, it was 2 different emails. In the email, there were 2 things that were true in the email. 99% of the email was false, but the person found out who I was doing business with, found out their email, and went out their way to try to destroy the relationship I had with this person because they didn't like something that I did to them. They created a false name. You feel what I'm saying? And they littered the email with information that wasn't true. But they found the motherfucker I was doing business with and tried to stop my money. And the person that they emailed showed me the email. And you know what they told me? Hey, man, this shit happens all the time. When people perceive somebody is getting on or getting money, they start to feel slighted. And they try to destroy you. You know
Slighted is a nice word.
That's very nice.
Jealous.
Yeah, exactly.
I say all that to say,
Right.
Corey, that in the email, what hurt me about it was that some of the stuff that was said, it had to come from somebody that's around me all the time.
Yes.
Now, hearing that story lets me know why Craig moves the way that he moves, especially now with his podcast. You know, not that I know everything or that I know exactly, but it kind of helps me, you know, realize, you know, the way that we've seen him maneuver his platform and how he still runs it to this day. It seems like Craig has been dealing with a lot of people who he felt was solid or felt like was friends of his or felt like wanted to see not just him but everybody win, turn out to be the snakes and be the people that were selfish and trying to, you know, prevent him from making it. And the thing about that is, you know, it's sad. It's very sad, but that's just how the world is. You can't just trust everybody. It's another reason why I don't blame people for having the fuck everybody mentality. You know, Craig said it on the show. He said, "No, fuck all them niggas. Fuck all of them. I don't care who. If you feel some type of way about it, then clearly you're not my friend. You're not my partner. So I don't give a fuck who feels some type of way about it. Fuck all these niggas. You got to prove your worth. You got to prove your loyalty. You got to prove that you respect motherfuckers. You got to prove all that shit by your actions. And as soon as a motherfucker starts to show that they not who you perceive them to be, then you got to distance yourself from them. Now, although I feel like in Corey's case, he's the type of person where if he don't like somebody, he don't want somebody he's cool with to like that person or be cool with that person. Although I feel that way, I still think that they both gave, you know, good lessons in that sense. So hope Marcus takes that and runs with it and does what he can with it, especially as a young comic out here. I'm pretty sure moving around with Corey, he sees a few things of how things may go on the road and in different places around the city. So, you know, I think Marcus is a talented guy. I think he has room to improve, room to grow, pause. And I think that he can progress out here if he, you know, stays focused and keep his mind on the game. And, you know, he's running into the same things. And I said this a while back. You know, we always hear Darlene, or not always, but we've heard in the past Darlene talk about the people who she is not in agreeance with anymore because of how they feel about her affiliation with Corey Holcomb. And I said, Marcus being a new comedian, somebody who is an up-and-coming comedian, this same shit is going to happen to him. And he's not going to understand why, because he's going to be engulfed in, you know, the friendship and the 5150 show and the 5150 Nation, that he's not going to realize that a lot of these people have a reason behind why they feel the way that they feel. And regardless if you feel like those people are right or wrong for not fucking with you because you fuck with Corey Holcomb, you have to understand that you as an individual did not start being a comedian, or you don't base your career off of how Corey Holcomb feels. You have to be your own man. And believe it or not, I don't think Corey is going to actually fully respect that man until he makes a decision to be his own man. and to make his own decisions. You got to do it on your own, man. You got to do it on your own. Now, moving along, we got to talk about the man himself, man. LeBron James and his Lakers were kicked out of the damn playoffs by the Nuggets. Jokic yoked them niggas. Jokic should have got the MVP. Let's just get that out the way. Let's get that out the way first and foremost before I even get into this LeBron possible retirement shit. Jokic should have got the MVP. Not just because he is a better player than Embiid, not just because he was the better player overall this year and this season, but because he wouldn't have did what Joel Embiid did after he lost in the playoffs against who they lost to. I forgot who they fucking lost to that quick because I just hated what happened. Was it the Celtics? They played the Celtics, right? Joel Embiid had the nerve after playing a shitty game, horrible game. Him and James Harden. And had the nerve after the game to try to blame everybody else but himself. That's not a leader. That's not a star player. That's not an MVP. That's not a person that will take accountability. You was trash in that last game. Your team, the people that you shitted on, had to help carry you niggas. You had the nerve. Maybe that MVP shit was getting to his head at the time. Like, oh, I'm MVP. I have to make sure that I stay MVP mode. My team is not, you can't. It doesn't take one person to win the game. It doesn't take me or James to win the game. Bitch, of course it doesn't take you because you wasn't playing for shit in that last game. Let's keep it real. Jokic would never. Now, LeBron James, the greatest player in the NBA, said, we'll see what happens going forward. I don't know. During his press conference post-game after being swept by the Denver Nuggets, a team that people make testicle jokes out of, beat the Lakers, swept them in the Western Conference Finals to head to the finals, to most likely face the Miami Heat. The Heat should have took the game last night. They should have swept Boston for sure last night. I feel like they just gave them that game so that they can go back to Boston and win in Boston. But it looks like it's going to be the Nuggets versus the Heat for the NBA championship. But the talk of the town right now is whether or not Bron is going to retire. Do y'all think he's going to retire? I'm going to ask y'all this question, but I want y'all, hold on, let me see. I'm going to ask y'all the question if Bron should, or if you think he's going to retire or not. But while I ask you this question, this is what Skip had to say. Skip. Matter of fact, let me take y'all to Skip like Shannon would. Now, everybody, we got here on Undisputed, my lovely co-host, Skip Bailiff. He is going to tell y'all about LeBron James and why he doesn't believe that LeBron James is supposed to retire after this year, after this season. Yes, after this season, LeBron James tended towards retirement, but Skip Bailiff has something else on his mind. Let's hear what Skip has to say. Let's go, Skip.
Ditto all of the above. There is no way LeBron James is going to retire
this close?
In my humble estimation at this moment, unless you tell me there's a surgical procedure that doesn't come out right or something. If there's a health issue, then I got you.
Yeah, okay, yes, yeah, we'll agree. We'll agree, yeah.
Yeah,
he just averaged 28, 10, and 10. Isn't that what I told you? Yeah, 28, 10, and 10. Okay. Yeah, 28, 10, and 10.
Right. In 16 games.
His feelings were hurt. He was crushed. He knew what had happened. He had a sensational first half, and he just couldn't sustain it. they had a chance. He knows what got lost last night because it looks like Jimmy Butler and the overachieving Heat are going to win the other side of this bracket.
Tell him, Skip.
Listen, LeBron knows in his
It sounded like he heard my impression. This nigga stopped and laughed.
even the team, as many negatives as we could throw out today about his squad that he has right now, they would have had a real shot of beating Jimmy Butler and company for the NBA championship because we saw him do it 3 years ago in the bubble.
Right. And we don't, as good as Jimmy is, I don't believe he's the player Yoke is.
Okay.
Yoke's a handful.
All right. So there we have it. And in a way, the first thing that hit me was this is almost like a page out of Aaron Rodgers' handbook. I don't think LeBron's nearly as devious as Aaron Rodgers is. But we've seen Aaron Rodgers blow big games at home for 3 straight seasons in Green Bay and immediately drop the retirement possibility bombshell. And then it changes the whole narrative to, oh my God, Aaron, please don't retire. Please don't force a trade. We need you. We love you. So in some ways, I thought, is LeBron doing that? I just think his feelings are hurt. Yeah. And at the last second, he's thinking, okay, I'm going to throw this out. I'm just going to throw this out. And
Skip don't want to believe it. Skip loved LeBron so much. He loved LeBron's legacy. LeBron's legacy means so much to Skip that he don't want to believe it. He's in denial. Skip is in denial. But Skip, I'm going to tell you like this, Skip. I will tell you just like this, Skip. If LeBron wants to leave the Lakers, if he wants to retire, he can retire if he wants to. LeBron is a billionaire. He has $1 billion, a beautiful wife, lovely children that's going to be in the NBA themselves. LeBron had it all. He got it all, Skip. He got it all. The man got it all, Skip. He got it all, Skip. What else he got to do? What else he got to do? He's the greatest player in the NBA. What else he got to do, Skip?
Now, this is what Stephen A. had to say about LeBron's possible retirement.
And so having this desire, this insatiable appetite to play with his son, how did it transfer from that to LeBron James saying, I don't know what I'm going to do?
That's a good point.
Maybe I'm going to walk away from this game.
That's a good point.
First order of business is, do you believe him? No, I do not believe LeBron James. I do not believe that he's going to retire and not come back to play for the 2023-2024 NBA season. I don't believe that for 1 second, but it doesn't minimize the significance of his words, his apprehension, his trepidation, his contemplation. It does not minimize those words in any way, and I'm going to tell you why. Rather than wonder about whether or not LeBron James is going to retire, what we should be asking ourselves is, why would he even say that?
Good question, Stephen A. Good question. Why would LeBron even say that? Here's the thing, man. We don't really know what's going on with LeBron. Good point that Stephen A. made, though. LeBron did make it very clear that he wanted to be in the NBA when Bronny got there so him and Bronny could play together. So do I think Bron is going to retire? Probably not, just so he can hold on to the hope of playing with Bronny. I think if his goal now, even though he's won championships, I know he wants another one. You know, hopefully it happens next year, but I will say this. If it doesn't happen next year or at the very top, in 2 years, LeBron's only focus after that is going to just be in the NBA just so he can be there with his son. He'll probably play a year and then be done. That's it. Damn, I rhymed there. Those were bars. That's probably what's going to happen, in my opinion. If LeBron don't get a chip in the next 1 to 2 years, max 2 years, his overall point now in the NBA will be to play with his son, and then that be that. It'll be a first. It'll be a very first. Now, I do think it is going to overshadow the finals, like my guy said. G Nation said the retirement talk is going to overshadow the finals. Sorry, I dropped my lighter. Which you are very correct, because it already has. It's already overshadowing the finals as we speak. But that doesn't mean we're not going to watch that shit. I want to see who wins these finals, man. We know the Heat and the Nuggets are going to be a good series. Hopefully nobody gets shut out. No sweeps in the finals. I don't like finals that are sweeps. I want that shit to go all fucking 7 games, and I want that shit to be to the wire, all that shit. I want to see a good basketball game like we used to see in the early 2000s, the late 90s type shit, and the 80s type shit. I want to see motherfuckers playing. I want to see these refs stop calling every goddamn thing. I want to see these motherfuckers stop flopping every motherfucking play. I need to see some good basketball played in these finals. And I think that the Nuggets and the Heat will bring that energy when the time comes. Now, I'm going to keep letting y'all vote on that poll. But I need y'all to listen to this last part that I'm going to get to. This is the last thing I want to get to before we get out of here. Monday we did a show regarding relationships, and we wanted to talk about different things that happen in relationships and how they go and all this other, all the good shit surrounding and bad shit surrounding relationships. People go through a lot of things, man. But I don't ever wish people go through horrible times in their relationship. I don't. I really don't. And the reason I say that is because things can really break you down mentally. And I mean break you down real bad mentally. And one of the people that I have been seeing lately that have been getting broken down mentally is none other than Tyrese. Now, Tyrese recently took to social media to express something that he revealed, or that was revealed to him via his ex-wife in court during their divorce proceedings and all that other goodness gracious that's happening in court. Court is just a lovely place to be after you try to spend the rest of your life with somebody. Now, Tyrese went on social media to reveal that his ex-wife only married him for the money and status. And he found that out in the middle of divorce court. Listen to what he had to say.
I left the courtroom during my divorce trial, and I realized that it was never love. It was just a transaction. Wow. So we did a whole marriage and did the whole duration of a child and starting a family, just to find out that it was all about money, status, transaction. Imagine me being the only actor in a relationship to then realize that I was in a relationship for 5 years with one of the best actors I've ever met in my life.
Damn. Speaking of bars, those were some bars. Now, we've been seeing Tyrese go viral and different things like that with certain things that's been happening with his relationship. But I just got to say, man, like I said, I don't wish none of these problems on nobody, because the way it breaks people down mentally is not a game. It's no laughing matter. And we can sit and make jokes. We can repost the shit and talk about the shit. But at the end of the day, these people are going through real life shit. And it's nothing to play with when somebody actually believes that you love them and that they love you, only to realize that it was all fake. Sad shit. It's sad shit. And I don't wish that upon nobody. I'm not here to make fun of Tyrese. I'm not here to poke fun. I'm not here for no satire, none of that. I do not wish this on nobody. It's a different ball game, man. It's a different ball game when you're dealing with millions of dollars and a child. This wasn't just, oh man, this was my girlfriend and she played me for some money. This was a person that he felt like he was gonna spend the rest of his life with. I don't wish that on nobody, man. Not one person. Now, it's crazy because a lot of people, and let me close this poll out. a lot of people don't understand, like, you gotta keep your relationships off social media. You have to. It's important. It's imperative that you keep your relationships off social media. And what I mean by that is I'm not saying don't post pictures with each other. I'm not saying don't post anything sappy or cute, you know what I'm saying, once in a while. But please understand that with relationships come obstacles and bullshit. You post the bullshit, and then people are going to look at you like a fucking idiot when you back to talking about how good things are again. There's no reason to post any personal information about your relationship on social media because we're not in fucking high school anymore. You are a grown ass fucking adult. I'm not here to show off that I have a significant other just so I can be proud or to be happy that other people know that I got a fucking significant other, because I don't give a fuck about people and how they feel about my relationship that I have with somebody as a grown ass fucking adult. That is a high school ass fucking weird ass mentality. Why don't you post my face? Why don't you post about us? Why don't you? What do you mean? Are you trying to hide us? Are you not trying to let any other girls? Fuck everybody. What Craig say? Fuck everybody. I'm not in the business of trying to prove to other people my happiness in relationships, because all that shit is fake. Relationships come with ups and downs. The people that try to act the happiest on social media look the craziest when next thing you know shit goes downhill. That's when shit looks fucking stupid. When motherfuckers be I'm talking about every day. Oh, I love this bro. Oh, he's my this and that, and in my world, and oh, nothing can break us apart. Oh, forever and ever and ever. And next thing you know, the motherfuckers break up because either somebody beat their ass or somebody cheated or some dumb shit. And now look at you. Just shut the fuck up and live your real life. You focus on that aspect so much you forget to actually work on yourself as a fucking human being in real fucking life. Learning and growing in real fucking life. Cause you too busy trying to tell other motherfuckers that you happy. Or trying to show people on social media that you happy. Leave that to the lonely bitches and the lonely niggas out here that fucking wish they had an actual relationship that was functioning and that was working. You may think I'm sounding a little too harsh, but I've only seen one type of thing happen when people do that type of shit. I've never seen different outcomes. I've never seen different outcomes. It's always been the same shit. People who overly post about their relationship, they get caught up in that shit mentally, and then they don't know what the fuck to do. Now you not working on your own relationship, shit going south with y'all because you constantly on the fucking internet doing dumb shit or posting shit and trying to prove to other people shit that you're not actually paying attention to your relationship or paying attention to how you can continue to grow or do better in your own shit in real life. Or you start to resent a motherfucker because it's like, why are you talking shit on the internet when I'm right in front of your face? It's another thing a lot of people do. High school mentality shit that we all of us, I'm not excluding myself, all of us need to get over. All of us need to work on. All of us need to do better with. Grown ass adults. Act like it, be it, do better, vibrate at a higher fucking frequency. I'm not talking about no chakra shit, but you know what I mean. I want everybody to do better, man. I always start the show off with peace, love, and positive energy and good vibes, and we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep pushing this GMS shit. Y'all going to see a lot more happening. Shout out to my GMS fam. I need y'all to do me a favor, man. The show is coming to an end, so I definitely need y'all to hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I will most appreciate it. You will be helping out the GMS show significantly. Leave a comment on this live when the video is over. When this live shuts out, refresh the page, come back and leave a comment on this video when it's over. I would most appreciate it. GMS fam, the green room. Let's go. Shout out your city, man. Where you tuning in from? Shout your city out. Let's go. What up, Mike? Blind Truth is in the building. King Lukey's in the building. Aries, Baby G, Glittery Bubbles. John Maximus from H-Time. Holding it down. Quick Stanfield. Avenue P. Glittery Bubbles is in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up on us Monday. Glittery Bubbles joined the show Monday and gave us a hell of a story. If you want to see it, you can go to my Instagram, the GMS Show Instagram. Yes, not my main account, but the GMS Show account. If you go to that, you'll see the clip from that, man. Go enjoy that shit. King Lukey, I see you. Black Media. Appreciate you, brother. Jake is in the building. This show stinks like weed. Lone Wolf in the building. What's going on? Tuning in from Chicago. C-Mo. Vel is in the building. I see you. Much love to all y'all, man. All right. I got to get up. I got to stretch out a little bit. I'm about to go to the gym. Work out a little bit of frustration. And enjoy the rest of the night. GMS fam, the green room. It's been real. Dope show. I appreciate y'all like always. I'll see y'all Friday. Shout out to my 3Gs fam. Make sure y'all pull up the 3Gs. It's Friday, 8 p.m. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good show. All right. I'll see y'all then. GMS fam, the green room. Smoke some. We out.